Cool.
Ready.
Alright, you guys are on island 6 of 7. You have cleared the island's defenders, and the temple stands before you.
Shit. So, hold on. Oh.
Okay.
You go.
Well, so, anyone have any idea what's inside? I'd open the door, but as I was just paraded about, I'm not in the best condition.
There is no door, it's just an opening. It's a dark opening.
Let's check it out.
I'll say, it's a vaccine, so hopefully, it's supposed to be a cancer vaccine, so hopefully. Huh? I'm gonna say we can't. I'm gonna say they haven't figured out a way how to treat it, but they're.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can, do it. Okay. Check this out. I'll limp over to the.
The scene is in good shape.
Would you like assistance with that door?
There is no door, it's just a dark opening.
I can certainly use someone to keep an eye out for anything odd. Okay. So, I guess a perception roll?
If you want to make a perception roll.
Well, I mean...
I'm not calling for one.
Okay. Oh, what do I see when I look in there?
Entering the the chamber, you will see entering the building, you will see that the entire temple is composed of a single chamber, roughly 40 feet across, its roof reaching far up into the top of the building. With your dark vision, you're able to make out that every wall is adorned with carvings and writings, which seem to exalt the gods of the elements. 4 powerful buildings seemingly seen as builders of this place and worshipped. At the center of the room stands a small podium, roughly 3 feet high, its sides covered in the same writing, but its top appears to house moving parts at the top of some form of hidden mechanism.
Okay. You mentioned this was a elemental place where the 4 elements.
The walls depict carvings of the 4 elements and beings that embody them that are being worshipped.
And the thing you just described, I assume, is something that can be manipulated.
Presumably, you'd have to actually go over and look at it.
Okay, I'd like to keep an eye out for traps on my way there.
Okay.
Do you want to take a potion first?
I
will require an investigation check to do that.
I'd love to. Let's see how many do we actually have. I don't recall having that many.
If you want them out there, if you want, I can beat them out there. If you want, I can stand in front of you, and you can look around me, so that if anything hits us, it hits me first.
I don't know. I think I'll just grab one of these potions. I'll take one of the one of the greater healings.
Yeah, mark it off.
Potions. What wonderful amount of HP you can grant.
Making your way across, keeping an eye on the floor and the walls and all that. You do not seem to notice any traps, trip plates, or what have you.
Okay.
and you are able to make your way to the center area where this small podium stands.
Okay, I will. I'll interrogate the podium. I'll look at the podium.
It will need another investigation check for the podium specifically.
Yes. Yes.
I guess I will slowly follow if that is possible.
Yeah, again, it's a 40-foot wide chamber. There's plenty of room for everybody.
Okay.
Making your way across after him, again, you don't trigger anything.
Short-raced.
Don't trigger anything. Your investigation of the podium reveals that there seem to be several moving parts and a hidden mechanism, specifically a latch. It does not. You're not seeing anything that would resemble a trap in your investigation.
Okay, is the latch and stuff a part of like a locking mechanism?
From what you can tell, it seems to be a latch to keep something in. Kind of like Sarah's spring cane, where you've got like a little pin to keep it from opening. This seems to be a latch that's designed to keep some kind of mechanism within the podium.
Okay, well, looks like something is being held in here. If I undo this part, something might spring out. So, this House, be prepared. Oh, the crap! House went away.
Yeah, he said you don't see any. I was like, well, you're able to identify that type of mechanism. It doesn't appear to be trapped.
Yeah, but I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
For all I know what's in it could be dangerous. Is there an obvious way for me to...
Yeah, you can unlatch it easily.
Okay. I will unlatch it.
Unlatching it, latch thing size, and there's a loud as a large T-shaped, plunging switch sort of device, kind of like what you see with the old-timey TNT.
Yeah.
Comes springing out the top.
So, it wants me to T-pose. Gotcha. If I look around here, I'll try to look above it and down to see if I can see if pushing it down would connect it with something, or if there's mechanisms that it would interact with if it were to receive downward motion. Or rotational.
From what you see in this building, at least, there does not appear to be anything connected to the mechanism, based on your passive perception.
Okay. Looking at the ceiling, is there any I don't know, compass depiction, elemental constellation, something that would indicate this T in front of me can be maneuvered to complete a shadow image or something?
Ceiling would be at the very edge of your dark vision, so you're not able to make out much. But from what you can see in the gloom, it's just seems to be plain worked stone up there.
Okay. What material is this T thing made of?
Mostly wood with, kind of like wooden stone. Like the arms and the main body are wood, but they're joined together like a stone T. And the podium itself is stone.
Okay. I'll try to rotate it. Does it rotate?
It does not.
I will slightly push down.
How much is slightly?
An inch.
Okay, it goes down an inch. And you can feel something resisting against you, like there's a spring or some other mechanism in there, but nothing seems to happen.
Okay, I'm gonna plunge this thing down. You guys keep an eye out for walls popping or columns shooting out of the ground, or giant Cthulhu creatures.
As you put your weight into it.
Did he say wait, Ahas?
No, I said right.
Okay.
As you put your weight into it and press down, it goes down. It puts up some resistance, but it does go down relatively smoothly. Once it hits the very base of the mechanism, almost returning inside, you hear a series of loud clicks and whirs. A little bit of scraping, like stone on stone. But after about a moment of that, nothing seems to have changed. Everything just stops.
If I release my weight on it, does it
The mechanism,
pop back up?
the mechanism resets, yeah.
Okay,
But you do not hear the noise again. The lever pops back up, but you do not hear those noises again.
okay, I want to pump it like an air pump.
That's not ominous at all.
Each time you pump it, you hear the same effect, the same noises. They last for a couple seconds and then stop
Okay,
abruptly.
and is anyone noticing anything like slight movement whenever that happens?
Make me an investigation check, anybody who's looking.
Okay. D20.
I suck at it, but I'll try. Hold up. This will be the time for that point.
Did somebody say that 20?
I doubt I'll get it. It's worth a try.
Investigation, you said yes?
Correct. Brian, why does it sound like you're dragging soda cans behind your car?
That's the rain, I'm sorry. Hold up. It rained for a moment, and now it stopped.
Well, over here at least, it sounds like it's about to start again, so you're probably going to run into it. Okay, there's your roll. Do I need to roll for you, Brian, or you do have your thing?
17 for me.
Okay. Neither one of you notice any changes within the building. Everything seems to be as it was before you pushed the lever.
Maybe it's broken.
Allhouse will move back to the entrance and look around, like outside and such. Has anything changed or anything like that?
From what you can tell outside, nothing appears to have changed.
Step a little bit further to. Sorry. Has anything with the pyramid changed or anything like that?
Not that you can tell. Pyramid seems unfazed. The surrounding area seems unfazed.
I'll come back. Nothing outside.
Huh.
The cutters didn't leave anything behind, did they?
Nope. They just dissipated, into the air. Or crumbled, depending on the element.
Anyone notice any writing or anything around here?
Allhouse will start looking around. But while he's doing that, he will say, well, since I am a bard, traditionally when a place is devoted to 4 elements, usually 4 elements have to be used in some way, shape, or form. Based on a guess. Though there doesn't really seem to be anything else besides the pointing at the what did you call it, Tristan?
For lack of a better term, it's a plunger. It's one of those T-shaped plunging devices, kind of like what you see with the old-timey TNT things. It's like a primitive version of that type of mechanism.
Right.
And
no other thing around.
Nothing else in the room aside from the carvings in the wall with the similar writing, with the similar glyphs and writing that you have seen on the column you encountered in the woods, and the 4 columns that surround this temple. And then there's the, for want of a better term, murals or hieroglyphs, depicting those four elements and the people worshiping them.
So you said that so David pressed down on the lever.
David has pressed down on the lever multiple times. The sound of machinery and grinding stone was heard for a couple seconds each time he did it, but nothing changed, that you can tell on the inside or outside.
Okay. I want you to keep pumping it over and over and over and over and over again.
Every time you pump it, again, you hear the sound for a couple seconds, and then it just comes to an abrupt stop.
So even if I continually do it, it will eventually stop.
You push down, and you'll hear the sound for a couple seconds, and then the entire mechanism will reset itself.
Okay. So I'm going to say, Vassini will offer to keep pushing this thing down and for you guys to investigate while she does it and see if you can notice anything opening up anywhere. So you guys investigate while I keep pressing this down.
I thought we just did that.
Well,
Did we check outside while you did that?
You did not check outside while you did that, no. You only checked inside.
Right.
Anyone want to go outside, sir?
Sure.
I'll stay in here. I'll stay like near the entrance. That way, we can pass it along.
All right, Alamar being outside when he's doing this, the sounds, you don't hear the sounds of the machinery, but the sound of grinding stone is much louder outside. But again, it only lasts a couple seconds and then comes to an abrupt stop.
Oh, is there anything obvious like the stone pillars spinning or something?
Not that you're seeing. You do feel a slight vibration in the ground, but no obvious visual changes seem to be reacting to the 2-3 seconds that the sound persists.
It's like something in the ground is moving.
With how abruptly the sound stops, it would probably be more accurate for you to say that something is trying to move but is not completing the process. Something is impeding the movement in some fashion. Perhaps the mechanism is not unlocked, or perhaps something is impeding the mechanism. You can't be sure until you know what the mechanism is actually doing. But with how abruptly it is ceasing, you can fairly easily intuit with your passive investigation that something is preventing the mechanism from following through.
Oh,
in some fashion.
Tristan, didn't you describe that there was like a latch or something like that, holding it in place or something like that?
When you first entered the chamber, the plunger mechanism was fully down, and there was a latch holding it in the down position. David, Alamar released the latch, which allowed the plunger to come up so that you can plunge it.
Okay.
And so the latch is what was gave you access to the plunger when you released it.
Vassini, go ahead and leave that alone for a moment. Let's all go look for it. Maybe it has something to do with outside, by the sound of it. And I don't want to lose you in case something happens.
Aww. Oh, Martha, you're amazing too. You're pretty nice too, holy demon jester.
Thank you. But all of us will suggest that we slowly look around the ziggurat or pyramid or whatever we want to call this, because it sounds like it's something. Especially since he's an artificer, he's like, okay. Actually, that is a good point. As an artificer who works with magical and mechanical stuff, can he kind of try to pinpoint where this would connect, or where the likely mechanism would be?
You can attempt a roll. It's, from what you have seen so far, based on the previous investigation checks, there has been no sign of any mechanisms. You've just heard noises, relating to them.
Sure. But since the noises are the only reasoning is that he's hearing some noises. It's hypothetically a mechanism of some kind. So
yeah, you're hearing machine noises that would indicate some form of mechanism, but you have not seen any indication of where that mechanism is located.
Right.
The grinding gears and stuff seems to be coming from the inside. The stone grinding seems to be coming from the outside. Okay, wandering around, looking at things. You don't see any signs of machinery or gears or anything that would be related to a mechanism. You see the temple. You see the 4 stone columns at the corners of the clearing. There's the giant, skull motif in the ground before the temple. In the stone courtyard area of the temple. But no signs of any sort of machinery that you can, identify as machinery. It just seems to be, basic man-hewn stone.
Okay.
Very well crafted stone, but again, no.
Right. If that's the case, Allhouse will, I guess, attempt to push down the skeleton symbol.
It is a large skull symbol. Let me double check the size. I mean, it's not just. The courtyard, the entire courtyard itself is decorated. Like the entire stone of the courtyard is decorated by this one large engraving of a square-shaped, skull.
Oh, so it's very huge. Okay.
Yeah, we're talking like maybe 20 to 30 feet across.
Okay, yeah, never mind. We would need jump for that. I guess the only question I have left is really investigating the pillars. Do they seem to have any holes or anything like that?
Make me an investigation check for the pillars, since that is not related to your machinery question.
Oh, sure. God, it is. Jeez, okay.
Okay. A close examination of the 4 pillars reveals that while you cannot decipher the script itself, you are able to make out many of the same symbols on these pillars that you are seeing within the temple itself. And you are, in particular, each pillar has a symbol unique to it that matches matches some of a symbol you saw on the elemental depictions inside. So you can safely intuit that each one of these pillars probably represents one of the 4 elements.
Okay. Unless someone else.
I think I saw this movie. Does anyone have a match, some spit, someone blow on one, and someone pick up some dirt
Well, we have to figure out which element goes to which first off.
Based on the depictions you saw in the temple with the worship, you have a reasonably good idea that you can, figure out which one is which.
Okay. If that's the case, that's exactly what Alhas was going to kind of do. Going to the fire one, he will cast, I guess, Firebolt on him?
Fireball!
As you charge up your firebolt and hurl it at the pillar, it impacts with a dull thud, seemingly, and instead of exploding like it normally would on like small concussive impact, it's seemingly sucked into the pillar. In the process, the pillar begins to glow and hum, a faint vibration, moving the ground around it.
Well, I guess we know what to do. Right then.
The earth element then, should I just punch the pillar?
Actually, you could probably take some of the remains from the elemental cat and throw it at the pillar.
Okay.
By the sound of it, there are still remains from the earth cat, right?
The earth cat kind of crumbled into dirt, so it would be kind of hard to make out what are the remains of the cat versus the dirt and moss that was already covering the steps, but considering you knew where it fell, you could probably scoop up some dirt that would at least contain some dirt from the earth elemental.
Yeah, I'll also just talk to Elmer. Or maybe we can find some dirt on the outside.
Okay, cousin, let's see how useful you can really be.
Scooping up the dirt
Yeah.
and half-assed hurling it at the totem. I'm going to need a ranged attack throw just to see how much of the dirt you can actually get it to connect.
Cool.
Because, you've thrown sand, it just kind of scatters all over the...
Oh, yeah. Not 2d21.
You need an attack throw to throw dirt.
This is less about This is less about attacking the pillar and more helping me decide how much of the dirt he collected actually hits the pillar versus scattering in a shotgun blast. You've thrown dirt or sand. You know how it can scatter versus going where you want it to. Okay, so you pick it up, you get a nice dirt clod and hurl it at it, and it connects with a nice satisfying thud. Instead of sliding down or bouncing off like you would expect it to, it's again absorbed by the pillar, which begins to glow and vibrate. This one glowing and vibrating, brighter than the previous one. The other one increasing in intensity to match its pair.
What were you going to do, Cassini?
Oh, no, I was just asking. I was like, if you guys wanted me to pack it down to a more dense ball.
No, it worked.
You got two of the four. Fire, earth, I take it wind and water?
That would appear to be it's the four basic primal elements, so yeah.
Yeah. Vicini, which one do you want to do?
Wind.
Hurt!
I'll take a canteen and pour water.
Okay, pouring water, again, it seems to get absorbed as soon as it makes contact. You're pouring until you've emptied about 3/4 of your water skin before it seems to start glow and vibrate. Again, more intense than the other two, and the other two increase in intensity to match the new one.
Okay.
All right, Vicini, that just leaves air. How are you going to do that?
We can do it.
He's going to apply air via silence.
Let's see. Vicini is going to inhale, and then she's just going to blow a whole lot of air.
Make me a Constitution check.
Oh, that would be great.
Let's see how much you can suck in.
Considering that she has so many heads, she should be amazing at this.
You would think, but
Okay. We're D10s, right?
your proficiency is a D10 at this point, I believe. Yes. Let me double check that real fast.
I'm seeing D8.
Yeah, D8s. You guys are still D8s.
Okay, we're D8.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, but we're almost at D10.
Okay, so I rolled a 23 because somebody rolled me a D10. I mean D8. I'm sorry.
Survey says rolling dice. Okay. 24. Good enough. All right. So you suck in and you blow. Obviously, you can't tell if the air is being absorbed or not. And it takes you a few huffs and puffs, so you're at this for a good 30 seconds or so before it too begins to glow and vibrate. At this point, all four of them are glowing brightly enough that it kind of hurts to stare at them directly, but otherwise you're fine. The ground's vibrating. I don't know if you felt that like sensation like when a truck is passing really close by, but you know that level of vibration.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And it's just a constant, steady, droning hum in the air.
Well, I think we're going to find out what this thing does. Anima, would you like to do the honors?
Dunk.
Where are people standing when he does this?
I guess I will be in the room near him, just in case.
Okay, Vicini? Brian?
Snake!
1 second.
Okay. Now, I will presume for the moment he's inside. As you press the switch, the sound, of the whirring gears and grinding stone can be heard as before, mixing in with the droning hum coming from outside. This time, it does not cease instantaneously. The sound of grinding stone lasts for about 30 seconds this time, and does not seem to come to an abrupt halt. It seems you hear it pick up speed and then kind of slow to a gradual stop. There does not appear to be any change inside the temple.
Was there any feeling of movement through the ground? Or
It was hard to tell due to the vibrations coming from the pillars.
Okay.
Again, the whole ground is just constantly vibrating. However, once the sound of grinding stone stops, the vibration and the hum and everything stops as well.
Okay.
I'll go check it out.
Okay. Before you do that, Greg, where would Vicini have been standing when Alamar threw the switch this time?
Near. I assume that we were in a group.
I just wanted to make sure. It's like, Greg said he went back inside the temple to be with Alamar when he pushed the button. I wanted to make sure you were there too. That's all.
Yeah, mostly, yeah, back inside the temple.
Okay, so yes. Nope, you felt the vibrations, you felt everything, come to a stop. No visible changes inside.
So nothing happened in here. Let's see if anything happened outside.
Yep. Let's go see.
I'll have the bow ready.
I guess we do the same thing where somebody stands in the doorway, someone stands outside to see what happens, to see if we need to flip the switch again.
Stepping outside, having already pressed the switch, you will see that the large engraved skull at the center of the courtyard has descended into the floor and retracted in some fashion. Nobody was around to see how it retracted, but it is not there anymore. Instead, what you see in the hole that it had cut previously, a large mass grave filled with, dozens of humanoid skeletons, all seemingly arranged so that the angle, all seemingly arranged in a way so that from the temple they are arranged in a pattern reminiscent of the skull that had been above them previously.
Well, that's charming.
At the center of this arrangement is a large stone casket, somewhat circular in design, roughly 4 feet in diameter.
Virginia, you want to check it out?
How far deep is this?
You're probably looking at like a 6-foot, 7-foot drop.
Oh, it's not that bad. Okay.
Yeah, so it's somewhere in there. It's deeper than normal grave, but not like ridiculously so. It's like if somebody jumps in, they might need a little bit of help getting out, but not anything ridiculous or damaging.
Right. I guess the casket is what we came for.
Yeah.
But be ready.
Vicini will go and Vicini will go before.
I'll be ready for something to. I'll be ready to strike at anything that may try to grab him or Ark of the Covenant him or something.
Right, Vicini will go and approach the hole, drop down, being mindful not to land on any of the bones because you don't want to lose your footing. Making your way over to the casket, the lid slides aside with a relatively, little amount of effort, even by your standards. This thing it doesn't seem to weigh much. Inside the casket, you find a single humanoid skeleton adorned in the tattered remains of robes and, various levels of jewelry. Some of it, carved, natural materials, others gem, somewhat gem encrusted. Particularly drawing your attention is his headpiece, necklace, and belt buckle, all of which are made of, obvious, decent, thick amounts of gold. And clutched in its hand is a small, fine gold coin with very, familiar-looking arcane crests and runes upon it.
Sweet. I will pry from his cold, dead fingers.
Okay, the skeleton does not put up any resistance as his one of his fingers snaps off in the attempt, but you are able to remove the coin.
I will put the finger back.
You rest it on his chest, next, kind of pushed up against the hand that it broke off from, or at a casual glance, it looks like it's still attached.
Did you find anything?
I found the coin.
Excellent.
Does it match ours?
Yeah. He held on to it until the day he got it.
That was also a question to the GM. Does it look like ours?
When Vicini holds it up for you guys to get a better look at it, it does seem to be in a similar vein to the others.
Okay, cool. Right then. I think we're done here.
Okay, I guess it's time to go to the boat, to the ship, and then to the final destination.
Right.
Maybe this time.
Let me just check something. Curses. I was hoping I can cast that on multiple people, but I was robbed. I was going to see if I could use the harp's fly to cast fly on all of us, but no, that is mass fly or something like that.
No, it's a higher level casting in Pip.
Yeah.
But yeah, since it's not your spell, you can't pump it.
Nope.
Okay, Vicini is just going to climb out of the grave.
I'm going to need an athletics check for that because there's not any really good handholds.
Alyssa's trying to get
if you're assisting her, she will. Then she can get out. You just need somebody to drop you a rope or hold down a hand or something. There's not really anything to grab onto to get out.
How deep is this grave?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of like somewhere between 6 and 10 feet, like 6 to 8 feet.
Like 7 feet. The Cindy's like 7 feet tall. She can't just jump up, grab the edge, and pull stuff up.
Is she? I didn't think she was quite that big.
Yeah, I'm gonna say gorgeous is like tall as fuck.
She tall. She a tall drinker water.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she's at least 6 feet. I know that much.
I tell you didn't. It's not on your character sheet, so I will take your word on that. So yeah, given your height, I'll still require the athletics check, but it'll be a lot easier.
Sure. Okay.
And also says.
As at this point, it's less about the height and more about just actually grabbing onto something that doesn't fall out.
It's basically don't.
Because I was just figuring that was the reason why I was like, oh, it's only like a 6 to 10 foot grade. And yeah, technically, I was like, she's tall enough to where she should be able to extend her hands up and do a little bit of a jump and grab onto the edge.
Yeah, so at this point, it's more about grabbing onto something that's not actually loose.
Okay, that's a waste of an 18, so 18 plus 22 plus whatever my D10 would have been.
That's enough. Like you feel around a little bit, get a few loose pieces of dirt that you push aside, grab, and then find something solid and like a root or something, and pull yourself up.
Woohoo! That was my first time grave robber.
Now, I suggest we head back to the ship.
He did have a whole lot of fancy stuff on him. Where we're supposed to take that to?
We can, but I'm not sure what uses we would have. Besides selling items, obviously. But...
I was about to say, this is the only D&D party I've ever heard. We don't have a use for money.
Well, it's just, considering how, how things are going for us, it's like, do we need more gold?
No, that's up to you, Ed.
To be fair, I don't think there's been any opportunities to buy stuff.
Yeah, this world was the first opportunity you guys had for real trade. Technically, the second world had it, but you guys ran out of camp so fast, you lost the opportunity.
Yeah, this is true. And also, another thing is, technically, I can roleplay this because I'm heartless. I don't care.
Nope, you're a nobody.
Oh, yeah, nobody. So, thank you. I'm a nobody. I'm like, yeah. Do we?
We still care a little bit.
A little bit.
That said, looking at y'all's loot crate, you do have you are sitting on 50,000 gold. So.
We can find the town that hasn't been destroyed. Then we're gonna buy all the shit.
Well, you guys bought some shit before setting on this particular adventure, and you'll probably buy some more shit afterwards. So.
I mean,
Depending on how your wish goes, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go shopping before you wish or after you wish or what.
Mm-hmm. But I leave that up to you two. We have a decent storage of gold, but they're not going to use it.
I want to check my alignment real quick. Oh, okay then.
Here, let me check if I'm down with grave robbing or not.
Any of them have any of the gold and stuff have mystical rights or anything put on them? Anything that would indicate that they went with him to the hereafter? That's ironic considering that we are. If it's just stuff that hasn't gone with him.
Bassini, from what you saw when you were looking at them, they do have various ornamental carvings and similar runes to the ones you saw that were doing the elemental depictions. But again, it seems to be mostly decorative and sign of status. Since nobody can read the writing and nobody so nobody will know anything beyond that. There was no writing on the gold itself, though.
Oh. And here's another question:
Well-
do we need it?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm illiterate anyway, so I can't tell what the fuck it says anyway.
I'm for taking it as long as it's not religiously aspected, as long as we need it. But
Well, how are we supposed to know it's religiously aspected? None of us can read their language.
symbols. I don't
Try
need to.
picking it up. Just try picking it up, and if you pick it up and the house starts to collapse, then it belongs to a god.
I'm just going to take a moment to appreciate the irony of this. How do we know if it's religiously aspected? He asks to the artificer, who can spam identify.
Yes, I can. Do you want me to ritual cast that? Would you like me to ritual cast identify?
Well, only if we're going to actually take the stuff.
Indeed, I do.
Do we need the gold? I mean, most of the universe has winked out of existence at this point. Where are we going to spend it?
And that's partially some of my reasoning.
Excuse me, evil ones, do you want my money?
Alamar uses payday. It was super effective.
Say what?
Alamar uses payday. It was super effective.
Well, I mean, we could run into some mooks that could be paid off. But I don't see us care. We have quite a bit of loot that we can sell off.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not take the religious icons gold if we don't need it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's religious, but we're going to leave it. You hear that? You hear that, buried one? You can keep your damn gold.
The skeleton continues to lay there.
Good.
I propose we now return to the ship.
Yes. So a quick way to bring us all there, but I do not have that. I do not have any quick ways to get us there.
Well, I mean, we can climb and everything, and then we can. We can't take these hands anymore, but we can climb down and swim.
I was meaning to see if I can have all of us fly to the shore, make it easier on us, but no, we have to climb. Back through the forest.
Yet another instance where if only somebody had taken sending.
Yeah.
Wait, is there like a way to to bring the ship closer or something like that?
Well, you can only get so close. I mean, we can climb down the rock face and swim, or we could take my mirror and I shine it and do a signal.
With how dense the trees are, there's a good chance you would not be able to get a signal down to the ship that way.
From the precipice.
We can use or we can.
Due to the other trees between you guys.
Or,
Well, yeah, but when we initially got on the island, you said there was like a cliff.
Oh, you mean from the cliff face?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, from there you could do it, no problem.
yeah.
But from there you're also in range of the message cantrip. You had him parked 70 feet away.
That's true.
That is true. However, I have a sending stone, and I always leave it with whoever's on the boat.
Ah, good idea.
All right, what are your 25 words?
Fly the ship here.
Please.
I don't know. Can the ship make it?
It's a jammer. It can fly.
It's true.
This is
I
what
haven't forgotten that as of late.
that's what I was laughing at when you guys were trying to figure out how to get to the cliff, and I'm just sitting here, you guys are arguing about this for half an hour, and I'm just looking at the ship's stat block going, it flies, but I can't say that.
No, that's true.
I didn't
But I blame the sea. It's modified mind to think like a landlubber.
I didn't want to take out two those of the adventure.
Honestly, I remember that it can fly. I just keep forgetting that it can actually be used as a real boat.
So you will send you will send your message.
Okay.
So this is the first game I've ever played where the Spelljammer was actually used as a real boat.
Okay. Tritovers are with us. Orc. Bring ship to, I guess, pyramid on island, ready for pickup. That's 10.
11.
Oh, 11.
Well, I'm not counting the elms or that.
I'm hashing it out before I send it.
That is enough if you want to send it that way.
Okay.
And so you don't have to use all 25 words.
Yeah, I was just making sure of like giving specific things like, okay, this is where we are.
Like you send your message. A couple minutes later, you see the bow of the ship coming over the trees. Ends up hovering over the temple as your endless ladder descends.
Yes! It is so useful.
I knew it.
Best purchase.
As we get on the ladder, all of us will be like, you know what? I'll admit, it was a good purchase.
The ship sails over the rest of the island before setting back down in the water and orienting towards the final coin.
We could have just OST dropped onto the pyramid.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could have kept up our one island per session streak, but we failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how fun would that have been if he was just hovering above the battlefield, shooting cannons down at the cat for us?
That would have kind of been awesome, actually.
We wouldn't know.
That would not have worked.
Ooh, they're creatures.
No. You have mana cannons. They shoot energy. There is no drop. They just dissipate. So unless you turn the boat on its side and everybody risks falling off, the shots would not be able to get down to the animals.
Yeah. You can twist the boat in the air.
Yeah, like I said, you could attempt that and everybody risks falling off the ship.
Not if we're prepared for it.
That's how we tie ourselves to stuff.
Honestly, like if we were down here fighting while the ship was bombarding them.
Anyway.
I'm home. I will be right back in the call in a minute. I need to get stuff real quick, so I'll be right back.
So you guys will have roughly 3 days of travel to the final coin. Is there anything special you would like to do with those 3 days?
Train.
Mine's going to be a somewhat silly question. No, I already asked that. Never mind.
Okay.
27 out of 49 days left.
What can I do? What can I do? What can I do?
Well, while you figure that out, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break.
Yep. You know it can fly, right? Fuck! Fuck! He's right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. The next one's under the sea. This one's going to be interesting.
Well, we don't need to breathe, so that's
Does
a
it?
good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Too bad we can't take the star shimmer. See? Because won't lie, I'm kind of a little nervous about running into our island dragon friend.
Yeah, true.
But I can't really think of anything else to do. Can you all think of anything?
Not that we need to do here, or on the ship, aside from, of course, resting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm back.
Hello.
Do you figure out what you were
I
going to
have
do?
thought of nothing.
Okay,
I don't really have too much else to think of.
that's fine. That, not everybody needs to use downtime. It's just there if you need it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, is there anything that Ohas can craft?
Depends.
I mean, looking for downtime uses, so I need to have infusions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Infusions. Oh, and improved magical crafting. Hey. But, I don't really have any ideas of things to craft. Maybe, well, I don't have a brewing kind of kit, so can't do that.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got no real other ideas. Suggestions.
Alright.
Well, then I guess we can go.
Yep. 3 days pass. And as you guys approach your destination, about early afternoon of the third day, you notice a distinct shape coming into view. The telescope reveals that it is a sail, beneath which a small ship appears to be anchored out in the middle of nowhere. Remember, you rolled advantage from that.
But yeah, but they all succeeded.
Yeah,
So.
okay. Yeah. You see a small ship anchored out in the middle of nowhere.
Is that an evil ship out there? Anyone see its evil
I
flag?
don't know. What makes it evil?
Well, you just gotta look at it, you can tell.
Okay, is it evil? You tell me.
What, am I in the crow's nest?
I don't know who's in the crow's nest. You guys have been pretty good about having something in the crow's nest, which is why I gave you this description. But
I'll be in the crow's nest then. I will look to see.
because it appears to be a small, possibly like single sail, possibly merchant vessel. From what you can tell, the deck at least is abandoned.
It looks like an abandoned merchant vessel. Should we declare salvage rights? I mean, if it's derelict, I have a lot less of a problem taking it.
Let's see if it's abandoned first.
Well, I don't see anyone on deck. I don't see any fire to the windows. Does it have any cannon that are extruded?
Based on, make me a perception check. You see what could be gun ports, but they are currently closed. Closer examination also, gives you the indication that it's probably been sitting here a while.
Okay. Any signs of damage, like it's been in battle?
Not that you can make out at this range. There's no obvious splintering or anything from cannon fire or anything.
It looks like it's been abandoned for a while. Exactly how long, I'm not quite sure.
Probably in the
Can I
neighborhood.
turn into a bird yet?
Probably in the neighborhood of maybe a couple weeks.
Probably a couple weeks.
If you wish to turn into a bird and fly over to examine this boat, you could.
Wait, did Tag start moving?
Yeah. She finally stopped lagging.
She woke from her Odin sleep.
I woke from my Odin sleep, yes.
Sachi, you can move!
Well, sweet. I wasn't sure if I was high enough level yet. I could turn into a
Well, you mean a flying creature. Let me double check that. I don't know if you are flight capable yet or not.
Ah, damn. I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have said anything.
If you're not flight capable, you're definitely swim capable.
I guess I can turn into a dolphin and rape some people.
Yeah, you could. You are. We did not level you up. You're still one level. You're one level behind.
That's okay.
But that said, you cannot fly, but you can swim.
That's fine. I will swim across. I will jump in the water and transform into a form of a dolphin.
You do that.
And then I will ask if
The
anyone
creepiest of all
wants to get in the water with me. I promised I will keep my fins to myself.
That is fine. I have my own way of addressing the ship. No, truly, I do. You see, being part demon, allow having demon blood in me lets me have a very big booming voice whenever I want.
Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I'm gonna turn into an octopus because then I can climb up the side of the thingy-majiggy onto what are we looking at, by the way?
There's a small sailing vessel that that you guys noticed anchored right about where the final coin is, the underwater one, and it appears to be abandoned.
Okay, so it's like a abandoned. All right.
Yeah, no sign of battle or anything like that from what I recall, yes.
It's just floating there?
It's just floating there. Anchor's been dropped. It's just anchored there and appears to have been abandoned.
Okay.
Menacingly.
Yeah, I'll just octopus over there and climb up the anchor chain.
You do that. You flop over onto the deck. Nobody appears to be around.
I'll be keeping an eye on her with spyglass.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
Oh, does the host want to do something?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Using thaumaturgy and telling everyone to cover their ears who are close. He will thaumaturgy in a big booming voice. Ahoy! Anyone over?
Everybody hears this ridiculously loud shouting. There does not appear to be a reaction or response from the other vessel.
That's not good. And this is basically where the coin is supposed to be, or at least where you start going down towards it.
Again, it's not a super precise mapping system, but the ship seems to be anchored within the glowing GPS dot.
Well,
so it's fair to intuit that it's anchored above whatever has the coin.
Yeah, they could be going after the coin. Or were going after the coin.
Is there anything particularly odd around the area of water that it's anchored in, or is it just ocean?
It's just ocean.
Okay.
Only odd thing you see is an octopus flopping around on the deck.
Sorry, the thought just came through my head. I've seen otter. Have you ever seen her naked before? You didn't actually say that, but that was the first time that popped in my head. I was like, no, that's kind of mean. So look, guys, you want to just wait a few minutes as we slowly get closer to allow Tag to Octo Scout?
Octo Scout, I like that.
Well, if nobody's over there, and if they've been there for supposed weeks, as they said, they either are dead, or down below, or some other fate. Well, and either way, we should probably hurry with that coin. Or for the coin.
No. Mark, let's try to get closer and see what Tag has to report when we meet up.
He'll nod, bring the ship alongside. Tag, what are you going to do while you're waiting for them?
I'm going to start looking around.
Still in octopus form, or?
Yeah. That way, if anybody spots me, they just think I'm a random octopus that just happened to have gotten on the ship. You know?
Yeah, because that's not terrifying at all.
Hey. Octopuses are people, too.
She's not a kraken.
Oh my god, could I turn into a
they're
kraken?
creatures.
You are not high enough level to become the Kraken.
Oh my god, that would have been so cool.
I'm gonna scout. How's a kraken scout? Crack the ship in two and look inside.
As you flop around and as you explore, you don't see anyone around or signs of recent habitation. Ropes just seem to be left laying, in their storage position. Cabins seem to be, abandoned of personnel. Beds made and everything like they, had been there at one point, but obviously not there currently. Based on the amount of bedding you're seeing, the ship probably had a crew of maybe 10.
Okay. Small ship. Makes sense. We don't have that many people on our ship either. Well, I guess looking around, I'll go back up and greet the others.
Okay. You do that.
I'd do that.
You guys, as the ship pulls alongside, you see octopus Tag on the deck waving at you.
Any luck?
I will ink the ground and say no one on board. I will spell it out.
You could have shook one of your tentacles, no.
How about the lifeboats? Are they still there?
Lifeboats are still attached to the vessel, yes.
Does it look like there was anything besides the anchor that was like tossed overboard, like a quote unquote primitive air supply or anything like that?
Not that you're seeing. It just seems like the ship, like they stopped and nobody came back.
Tag, you searched the entire ship, right?
Yep.
Top to bottom?
Yep.
Nothing weird. Well, it is a new day.
It is a new day.
It is a new day. Olhas will cast detect magic, just to make sure that there's nothing weird on the ship.
Nothing magical within the range of the spell, at least.
If you all want to start getting ready to go down below, well, or at least think about it, go ahead. I'll run around the ship real quick, see if there's anything weird.
Running around the ship doesn't take you that long. No magical things that you're finding aside from the odd thing like an basic oil lamp type thing that if you had to hazard a guess might be like an ever burning variety or something.
Okay. So when he eventually comes up, he'll say, "No, I got nothing." I've got nothing on the ship. Nothing magical, no nothing. So, most likely the case, they're all dead down below. Or something.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, well, let's see if we can succeed where they failed.
I'm going to check the captain's cabin, see if I can find out why they were here. Do either of you want to check the cargo hold?
I volunteer as tribute.
If that's the case, I'll just keep an eye on our ship, making sure nothing wonky is going on.
Making your way down to the cargo hold, you see the basic like provisions and that kind of thing. Basic, supplies for repairs, that kind of stuff. She does not seem to be carrying any mercantile stuff. You do see what could be components for like setting up a form of winch or crane. And that's about it.
Okay. So I guess we go down and see what they were trying to look at, huh?
Yep. That seems like it. Hello? Check, check.
Still here.
Still here.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm finishing setting up something real fast. That's all.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
All right. Now I will flip back to the book. So you guys will, I guess, leap over the side, for lack of a better.
Wee splash.
Like making your way down, the waters start clear and pristine, but quickly give way to almost a claustrophobic darkness as you descend deeper into the depths towards the bottom. The odd sparkling light from above reminding you where the surface is, but eventually going out of sight as you are guided only by gravity. Fish swimming by with an occasional singular submarine life form, keeping its distance but flitting about at the edge of your vision.
Fun. Rook is going to come with us this time because he's especially useful right now.
Okay. Eventually, you will see looming out of the darkness a flat surface, possibly a dome of some kind. First, you think it's to be stone, but as you get further down, it actually turns out you're able to make it out as actually being bronze. Specifically, as you get closer, it appears to have once been a colossal bronze head. You can make out the odd elven feature on the gigantic face peering at you from the darkness, blank eyes in a serene expression. Further still, as you get closer to the ground, you are able to make out what appears to be the broken remains of a sunken city of stone. The architecture likely of elvish make, judging from the design. Crushed halls and toppled towers litter the area, roughly maybe a mile across at its center. Still, a mile across. At its center, still standing tall, is a grand colossus, which is what you first made out on your descent. Standing roughly 1,000 feet tall. The statue of a bronze statue of an elven warrior in finely carved armor. At the statue's feet, you are able to make out what could potentially have been the entrance to a building or temple. It is probably the most intact structure here.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, water noises, blah, blah.
That is the advantage of water breathing. You can speak.
Did I miss that? Did someone catch water breathing?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was just pointing out, like, everyone's like, we don't need water breathing, we can all breathe. And it's like, well.
Yeah.
Technically, not wrong, but.
Yeah. Ahas will, point to the temple and, nod back if that's what he's saying.
I'll give a thumbs up and start swimming in that direction.
I will just hang on to Rook and slowly fall down that direction. Because Rook heavy.
Yeah, Rook big boy.
He is.
Alright. The vast majority, as you're making your way down, you're able to tell that the vast majority of the city is broken and decayed from long years at the bottom of the sea. From the From the pattern of the city's layout and the geography of the seabed, it looks very much like the city once stood on a large ridge which fell into the sea. There's enough rock to suggest that a chunk of the landmass simply broke away and slipped into the water, possibly because of an earthquake or volcanic eruption. And you do see the odd silhouette moving about in the darkness of the water around you, mainly sticking to your peripheral vision.
I'll do superior, which will bring me to.
That's not ominous at all.
22.
And do we see any indication of people that are dead in dive suits or anything like that?
Not here.
The boat just being up there with no evidence of it being down near either of the thoughts. Okay.
Well, that just means they're not out in the open.
Well, yeah, but considering the kind of technology we saw, I would expect, like, tubes to be up on the surface for airflow versus air tanks.
I remind you, water-breathing spells are a thing.
And they don't create bubbles.
What would you like to do?
By the sound of it hanging to the temple,
Yeah.
unless that was to honor.
Well, that's just a general question. I was like, y'all are like, I see stuff. I'm like, yes, you see stuff. What do you want to do about it?
Well, I'm an octopus right now, or an octopusy, so there's like nothing I can do. Oh my god, guys, call me octopusy right now.
No, you're an octopus.
Swimming towards the temple, you are able to make out remnants of a stone structure at the statue's feet. Approaching the entrance, there is no light, so you're relying on your dark vision, but you're able to make out that it seems to, if you had to hazard a guess, go down into the ground a little bit. There appears to be collapsed rubble somewhat blocking the staircase, but you could probably swim through it. If you had to hazard a guess based on where it's going, whatever structure this attaches to probably was located under the statue at one time. Perhaps the statue stood on top of the temple and it's now buried. Perhaps the statue was not there originally and moved there as a result of the landslide. Perhaps the statue was totally unrelated. You don't know.
Okay.
Go in, I assume, unless anyone has something.
I can't think of any reason why not to. Blah, blah, blah.
I was about to say, y'all can't talk.
Blah, blah.
Any
points towards the entrance.
All hostile point to the temple and be like, and shrug.
Anyone attempting to make their way into the structure will need an acrobatics check to shimmy through the debris. The exception of this being Tag, as her octopus form is able to swim through the openings fairly easily.
I'll try not to ink you guys.
Blah, blah.
Acrobatics.
Yep, acrobatics check.
Woohoo! I suck at this. Awesome.
Are medics are being underwater?
Is for the idea of shivering through the stone debris and
Gotcha.
everything.
Cool. Let's do this. That's not bad.
Not cutting yourself on a barnacle or a rock or something.
Yeah, that hurts.
Especially underwater.
Under salt water.
Ooh, even worse.
Bassini takes 2 slashing damage as she cuts herself on something.
Oh
Blood, putting blood in the water.
This wasn't made for the girthy.
Eventually, you're able to see the surface again. Your head breaking of water. You find yourself in a small, dark chamber, illuminated by bioluminescent light that covers the rocky walls, painting the chamber in an eerie green glow. Pulling yourselves out of the water, the only sounds that can be heard in this room are the sounds of the water droplets falling off your clothing into the pool, which you now stand. A rough slope leads to an exit from the pool and to a small quarter ahead of you, which leads into complete and total darkness.
Never leave home.
Rook, you kind of hear the muffled scraping sounds of Rook making his way through as you're scraping the paint, but he's not taking damage.
Yay. I shall be right back. I need to put foot. But keep going, please.
Again, you find yourself in an entry chamber, really dimly lit by lichen and algae all over the walls. The only way you're able to see anything at all is via your dark vision, which means that unless you come up with a light source, all perception checks will be at disadvantage. As you are in total darkness, which means you treat it as dim light.
Though my feet nix that for me.
Well, good for you, but everybody else.
I just wanted to voice it so you'd be aware. Okay. Let's go forward. Let's see what's going on. Let me get up there. And we're not in an air pocket.
No, you are actually. How did I not? Oh, duh. That happens if you turn on the dynamic lighting.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was intentional or not.
No, that. Of course, damage is probably done at this point, but. Nope, there we go.
Wow, that's complete darkness right there.
But you should have your dark vision.
I double clicked myself as if I could check that myself.
Vision on, night vision on, yeah. Maybe refresh. I don't.
You don't have any light. Well, see, I don't. I know it's not that because, it updates when I move.
All right. Yeah, there are no light sources. So.
Okay.
Aside from the light.
Octopuses can see in the dark.
Yeah, I've given everybody dark vision.
Okay.
Like the only light is in this one room. So.
Well, are we limited to combat moves or?
Ish. If you want to go into the next chamber, you can go into the next chamber.
I will climb onto somebody's shoulders.
Maybe I can turn down the darkness of PC for you guys. I can only do that for DM. Okay. Well, looks like you can see in the room. Kind of.
Yeah. Well, just if you see like this right here is what.
Yeah, it's the hallway. Okay. Making your way into the second chamber. Unlike in the previous chamber, the walls of this room are covered in smooth worked stone panels, showing which appear to be deftly crafted. The upper panels have scenes depicted on them, but it is hard to make them out, from in the darkness. In the center of the room stands what vaguely appears to be a crude wooden statue, vaguely resembling a shark, made out of some sort of driftwood. At the far end of the room, you can make out two passages, one to the left and one to the right, which progress further into darkness. The room is roughly 40 feet wide and 30 feet long. And apart from the statue in the room, there doesn't appear to be anything of interest. Aside from, unless you have an interest in relief panels.
Okay. Blub.
Control L, shut down.
If you click on me or anyone else and press Control L, it should give you their line of sight.
You see, that's weird. They look fine to me. Maybe it's because my GMO facing is different. I don't know.
I'll wave people down into the room, assuming they can see me.
Are people going to join Alamar in the next room?
Yes. Oh, I attached myself to somebody's shoulders, like I.
Well, yeah, I know you were doing that, but you didn't tell me who, so I didn't move you.
That's Dickens.
Vicini. We'll do Vicini.
Okay.
Because I don't think as an octopus I can cover much ground.
No, your land move is for shit, I think.
Yeah.
Rook slowly going sideways, like back.
Yeah, the octopus has an overland of 5 feet.
You slowly crawl until you eventually die of lack of water.
Yes, you guys are in total darkness, which means dark vision is giving you the equivalent of dim light. So any vision problems you are having is because of darkness issue.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I checked the map. Near as I can tell, you guys, your vision's working correctly. I know it's looking a little darker than I'd expect on David's, but I don't know about how it's looking for the rest of you. And to bring Greg up to speed, since he was away when I read this, 40-foot wide, 30-foot long chamber, 2 hallways at the end, appears to be 2 passages at the end of it. No algae or anything in here giving light. You are able to make out that the walls are made of smooth worked stone, which have panels of deft craftsmanship. The upper panels appear to be depicting scenes of some sort on them, but it's hard to make it out in the darkness. In the center of the room stands a crude wooden statue, vaguely resembling a shark made of driftwood.
Sorry, I can't turn into a shark right now. Thank you for asking, though.
But yes, duly noted. Bronze statue and some algae and such.
No, wood statue. No, bronze statue outside, wood statue in here.
Oh, wood. Sorry.
Do they symbolize something?
The wooden statue, again, it just appears to be a driftwood shark.
There's like no type of writing on it, or a pledge. Bless you.
You can make me a history check or religion check.
I'm an octopus. I don't have them skills.
These are mental skills, so you will be using tag sheet for this.
Okay.
However, if you don't want to make the check, that's fine. I just won't give you the answer.
No. I will attempt. So you want a history check?
Or a religion, whichever's better.
They're both about the same. Religion is not my strong suit.
Well, of course not. You're a druid.
But if somebody else wants to make a check, far be it for me to stop you. Or not. You don't have to. It's cool.
Based on that check, you have no idea. It just appears to be some kind of wooden shark.
But if somebody else, guys, the rest of the party, who are probably more history and religion oriented than me.
Yeah, I don't think that the barbarian's gonna have much in religion.
Well,
Hey, we don't know what you put your skill ranks in.
Religion, I have 1. So 1d20 plus 1.
You might still roll well. You never know unless you try.
Sure, why not? I'm just gonna let roll 20 roll it because whatever. It can't be that good whether I roll or whether it rolls it.
I did the same thing. I didn't feel like going to get my dice. See?
Huh.
See? What did I say? And you doubted yourself. Come on now. For shame. For shame.
Hold up. Let me make sure that.
You're like, wait, that's not right. What?
It totally
It shouldn't be. Hold on.
Why shouldn't it be?
Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. I have to roll it with disadvantage.
Well, damn you. Damn you. Damn you.
Illiteracy. Wait a second. No, that's dyslexia. There we go. Let me make sure.
You're not reading anything.
I know, but dyslexia says that any intelligence check that I make involving arcana, religion, or just basic intelligence checks in general, I roll with disadvantage.
Oh.
Given that these skills usually require some level of having read in the past.
Makes sense. The sense that makes.
Be happy. At least it's not the thing where Tristan has to roll for me at disadvantage. All right. That is hilarious.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
Okay, Vicini, you recognize this statue as an icon to to an ancient enemy of your people, the sanguine god Sekolaf.
I hate that guy.
Sekolaf, my eternal foe, you must die.
For the record, the sanguine are basically fishmen.
Hey, it's that one god that I actually do know. He's the god that we keep trying to punch, but it's really difficult. I'm gonna kill it! Is he here? Is there anything here that looks like him?
Just the statue.
Cool. The statue's just there.
It's just there in the middle of the room. Driftwood statue, just chilling in the middle of the room.
Cool. And you said my people hate him, right?
No, you hate him in particular. You've had experiences in your past that have had you not enjoy the sanguine. Something in your past regarding the sanguine have pissed you off, and you recognize this as like one of their patron deities.
Fuck your god! I'm gonna throw an axe at its head.
No!
Roll an attack.
Oh, wait, can I grab the axe handle and go flying with it?
If you want.
Maybe I can, like, slow it down? Oh, wait. That's...
Good luck with
Maybe throw the angle off? I don't know.
I'm going to raid Reckless, great weapon.
Okay.
You said I hate this thing.
Yeah.
No reason.
Is it a dex? Do I roll dex?
Yeah, we'll call it a dex save.
Yeah, I don't grab it. I don't grab it at all. I'm starting to regret being an octopusy right now. So you guys know.
Her Vicini's rage is too great. It's too strong.
Like I tried, but yeah, no, it's not working. Don't think this is gonna work out, guys. I think this is gonna work out. I'm thirsty, but I don't want to go get anything to drink.
Still waiting on that attack. Yep, there we go. Well, you definitely hit.
Bad, Vicini. Bad.
Bad god!
I'm gonna put a suckle spot on her ear from one of my tentacles.
I don't know how Vicini feels about her ear being sucked. That might be a turn on.
You mean the ear that's probably covered in snakes right now?
Your ears are snakes?
She's a Medusa.
Well, I know she's a Medusa, but I think her ears were snakes.
No, her ear. She said covered in snakes.
My hair is snakes, and my hair drapes over my ears and my neck, and just about the majority of my head.
Well, guess what? I'm slithery and slimy too. I can get into the tightest of crevices.
Waiting on that damage.
Working on it.
I need to get up and get me something to drink. I need to take my clothes off.
I was about to say, do I beat his defense by 10?
Sadly, no.
Wait, what?
Wood has an AC of 15. He only beat it by 9.
I'm sorry.
Best part about being home.
According to
AC of 15?
According to the GM screen, Wood and Bone have an armor class of 15.
Oh, wait, that's right. Does, you know what, it's worth a shot. Fuck it. Do, I'm about to say, when I roll an advantage, I roll the D8 at advantage, right?
Yes.
Wood has a higher natural AC than a level character.
Depending on what that character's wearing.
Oh my god, fuck this thing. Like, roll advantage. 2. Fuck you.
Now, keep in mind that I believe this AC value assumes a decent amount. So you do 21 damage to it. You hurl your axe into it. This is not your psychic axe, is it?
No.
Okay, it's your normal special axe. Okay.
Yeah.
Hurl your axe at it. It tears into the thing, cleaving it in half. Just because it has AC 15 doesn't mean it has a lot of hit points. Well, it is driftwood. So it clatters to the floor in 2 separate segments.
I've killed God. I'm happy. From now on, I shall refer to myself as God Killer Bassini.
Yeah, I'm not calling you that, but that's cool.
You don't need to, I will.
I just want to say ice cold water just hits so right.
So Oh, that's a thing. Ah,
You might need to refresh if you're having that kind of problem.
yeah, hold on, let me... if there's any other exits in this room that other people can see...
There's the two corridors at the other end.
Right.
One that, there's a right-hand corridor and a left-hand corridor.
Sorry, I mean blah, blah. Okay.
No, there's no water in here.
Okay, okay.
The water stopped and, there was this temple area is an air pocket after you came in through the initial area.
Okay, I will switch to bow then. Well, Vicini,
It's just dark.
let's use your axe to figure out where to go, which room to go to next.
Good. I must say, I've killed a god. Now I have his power. I will.
Does anybody want to tell us you killed the wooden statue?
God! It just must say the fact that god is made out of wood proves how weak it is.
Hmm.
The god of weakness. What do I must say? What do I roll to point my axe and lead me towards battle?
You have two choices, so roll me a d2.
Awesome.
And assign a number to each direction before you roll.
Alright, must say left. Must say left is 1, right is 2.
Actually, you know what? Make it a d3. Axe is telling you to go left.
I'm gonna say my new godlike powers tell me to go left.
Left we go.
Oh man, this other side is way better.
Vicini walks off through a wall, apparently.
Oh shit!
Wait.
She walked into the darkness.
Okay, I'm confused as to where I was.
You were right there.
You know what I find hilarious? Roll20 just posted how they improved dynamic lighting.
Well, this fuck up could be on me, for all I know.
I'm sorry, but that just sounds like that, a thing I heard once of quality assurance.
Because the new dynamic lighting doesn't have a restrict movement option that I'm finding. So
Left is over here, right?
no, left is up here.
Yeah, where I'm saying it. Okay. Oh, wait for people to get behind me.
And this is a wall, correct?
You walk, yeah, that's a wall. You should be able to see the hallway.
No.
Try refreshing your page then.
Can you see me?
No, I see nothing. I'm literally on this map by myself.
Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh.
Yeah, I had to refresh the page.
I said, if you can't see anything at all, you need to refresh.
What is this thing?
That's Greg's automaton.
Must I see the map? It's just me and the map, and everyone else is gone.
Right, you need to refresh.
Refresh.
I see all you guys.
David, before you go that far,
Oh, okay.
back up to the entrance so I can read you the room.
I see. Oh, now I see David. He just kind of popped out of nowhere, like a vampire.
No, that's because he went into the next room.
Sorry, now I'm just thinking about the Dalpire.
I vote for it, but that's just me.
So I need to decloak these guys.
I have a new favorite fruit, guys.
Looking into the room at the end of the corridor, you see a long chamber stretching away towards your right-hand side. In the chamber, you can make out 5 pillars, each with a decorative panel set into the stonework. In front of these pillars, you can see a group of fish-like humanoids that seem to be arguing with each other in a harsh, rasping tone. One gestures angrily towards the pillars before turning back to its companion.
Oh no.
The room appears to be roughly 50 feet to the right of the path and 5 feet to the left, with a space 30 feet across to the opposite wall. As nobody told me they were rolling stealth, the fish-like people turned to face you immediately.
I'm an octopus. I don't need to roll stealth.
I will speak in common. I and my companions wish entry into your domain.
They do not appear to understand you and draw their weapons to it in preparation to attack.
Are they fish people?
They are fish people. I will post a picture in a moment.
Who
Okay,
has fish people language?
I've reset the map. I've filled all most of it. I don't see anyone.
Well, I had to scroll down a little bit.
I mean, I'm scrolling down. I see it myself, and I see parts of the map. I just don't see any of you guys. I don't know if you guys are hidden by dynamic lighting or.
Sierra's standing right next to you, and Greg's behind you.
How about that? Can you see now?
Okay. Yeah, I see multiples of you. I see two of you. There's one of you right here, and there's another one of you right here.
Yeah, that's your computer wigging out, man.
What language does the fish people speak?
One would presume, based on the statue of Asini destroyed, Swangan? Swanghan? I can't pronounce.
They're from Aquatar!
Oh, then I don't have that. I don't have that language.
Thank you. I'm glad you got that.
Can I try speaking to them in Druid?
You know that the Druid language of the Druids can only be spoken by Druids, so you can try it, but the odds of them understanding is pretty low.
Okay. I tried.
So they speak shitty Power Rangers. Gotcha.
Okay.
They fluently speak failure.
It's clear that they're going to be hostile.
They have their spears drawn and ready to shank the fuck out of you.
Again, we did just kind of roll up in here.
I'm gonna say, does Vicini recognize these people as the worshippers of that fucked up god?
Yeah, these are the Swangan, or however the fuck you pronounce that. They are the fish people that worship the shark thing you just murdered.
I'm gonna kill all of you!
In that case,
Wait.
then,
They are your eternal rivals.
before they attacked me, I wish carefully attack them, because I had my bow prepared once we got into the air pocket.
That's nice. I'm still waiting for everybody else to finish rolling initiative, and then you can totally get your free, I have a feat that lets me shoot before shooting starts.
Yes! I love it.
Vicini is going to want to look. He was like, I'm about to send you to your god.
They have no idea what you're saying.
Of course they don't, because their god's dead. They can no longer understand language.
Because that's how that works.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Can I do speak with animals?
They're not animals, but sure.
I mean, they look like animals. I'm just saying.
Well, let's phrase it this way.
They are fishmen.
That's racist.
Would using speak with animals on Koto or Kenshi work?
I mean, they're animals, right?
No, they are not. Alright, Tag, you are first.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna hold my action to see what Vicini does.
Murder?
Oh, I'm an octopus right now. I can't really do much. An octopus, I don't know, Tristan, if you've looked at these stats, but, yeah. Not a fighting creature.
No, they are not.
So I'm just gonna be here to, try and,
Is the music working for anybody?
I always have my thing set off, so I don't know.
I'm
let
not
me
hearing
check.
any music.
Okay, so Jukebox is actually broken this time.
Yeah, I'll say it says 0. Yeah, it's not playing.
Yeah.
It says playing battle. Then
Yeah, you have to switch to a different track when it is not.
I had to switch to 8 different tracks before it started playing anything.
It's working now.
Okay.
Well, at least it's working for me.
Well, as long as it's working for somebody. Alright. So, Tag is holding until Vicini, sounds like?
Uh-huh.
What are you holding? You have to declare what action you are holding.
Um. Hmm. I guess to try and aid her.
Okay, so you're going to provide Vicini advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I see David's shot. I don't believe you're at advantage.
No.
So an 8 misses, wide.
Okay.
All right. Ohas! You hear shouting and commotion from down the hall.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. I do not think we can move further than this. So Ahas will rush.
And say we are in combat, so you have movement or dash.
Yep. So move here. That's all he can do, and Rook will be bringing up the rear.
Mhm.
He'll say, "What the hell is going on?"
You see fishermen brandishing spears. From there, you can see 2 in the group.
Ahas will hold an action to use Firebolt on one of them if they legitimately attack us.
Okay. Vicini, you're up.
Okay. Vicini is going to. Vicini is going to summon her. She is going to summon her axe. She's going to rage, and then she's going to throw a fucking axe at their head.
Give me a minute to double check darkness rules.
How far away are they?
Not far by the look of it.
Yeah.
Because with this map, I can't fully make out what I'm supposed to be saying.
Well, what you should be seeing is a room with 2 enemy tokens in it that represent a total of 8 people.
I should probably be able to step in and see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see 3 tokens.
I don't know why. There's only 2 in there, not counting your party.
It must be part of that mirror light because I see 2 Alamers and I see 2 tags.
Okay, yeah, because so yeah, that's your system wigging out then, because there's only 2 enemy tokens in here.
I'll say yeah. I've reset roll 20 like 3 times so far.
The closest one is 20 feet from you.
Okay. Cool. Then I'm going to chuck my axe. Thus, at his face.
You are at advantage because Tag is helping you.
Sweet. Oh, thank you, Tag. Then I'll need to. I'll say. Then I'll need to reckless this. God me. Okay. See how well this goes.
25 hits and beats them by more than 10.
Oh man, this isn't gonna be good.
Your axe flies, cleaving through one outright and impacting the guy behind him.
That's essentially I'll say some of my axe back. That's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. Okay, this one will move to engage Singing. Chucking his spear, the four of them chuck their spears at you as they charge, and then move to claw and bite the hell out of you when they get within range.
Okay.
Give me a moment to double check their number of attacks. Okay, so I need 2 defenses from Vicini and Alima.
Okay.
Would you like me to go ahead and do my firebolt?
Once I'm done resolving their attacks, you can take your fire.
Okay.
As I see group running at Alamar is coming at him with spears, just lunging at you and then going for, tearing you with their teeth.
Well, it looks like that first attack was a critical failure.
Yes. However, that second attack is a hit.
I'm trying to remember. I thought I had it. I'm trying to remember if this is the game. I thought I had some. I thought I had some that let me hit them when they got within 5 feet of me. I'll say when they got too close to me. I can't remember what the hell it was though.
Waiting that damage.
Well, I'm waiting for Vicini to roll her defense.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to give all the damage at once.
Sorry. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So my sorry. Armor. Okay. And you said twice?
Yep.
God, killer Vicini.
Okay, first one hits.
Is Alma right here?
No.
Okay. That's where one of the pogs is showing. That's why I was confused.
Doppelgangers
Okay.
all the time.
And you're not raging, so you will take full damage.
I'm raging.
You didn't say you raged.
Yeah, I did. That's the reason. That's
Did
the
anybody
reason
hear him
why
say he raged? Did I just miss it?
Oh, here goes, I'm going to kill you.
I thought I heard you being angry. I didn't hear you say I'd like to use my bonus action to rage.
That was the reason. That was the reason why I only attacked once. Is because I was like, I rage, I throw my axe, and then I retrieve it. Those are only 2 things I could do.
Okay. I did not hear
Well,
you say you were raging, but I will take your word for it.
I'll say, yeah, if I hadn't raged, I would have had one more attack left. Because I think you said it takes an action to
No.
call my axe back, right?
It takes your item interaction to call your axe back.
Yeah.
That's not an action. That's a separate thing.
Oh, so I could have.
When you take the attack, you have extra attacks, right?
Yeah.
When you take the attack action, you get to attack twice. Then you also have a bonus action, your movement, and an item interaction.
Okay, sorry. Because what I did, I was like, I used my bonus to rage, and then I used my attack. I used my attack to throw the axe, and then I used my leftover action to recall it. Okay, I did that wrong then.
Okay, Alamar takes 10, Vicini takes having that to 5.
Yeah.
You hit as hard as your driftwood god.
Now Ohas can launch his firebolt.
I keep hoping this fireball.
But Brian, he needs G Fuel before he can cast Fireball.
I really need to check through this shit.
To the nearest group.
I have some.
Nice, 17. Okay. One of them is looking really rough as he comes charging it with a spear, and you clock him in the face with a firebolt. Alamar?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it is part. It is a part of sense. I don't know what I was talking about. I was like, wait. I was like, I knew I was reading it wrong. They get within 5. Yeah, I take an
Now,
opportunity.
funnily enough, I cannot see. I'm going to move myself up just to
Okay.
see if I can. Okay. I can see them next to me on your main screen. Okay.
So I just need to turn off dynamic lighting.
Well, the thing is, if you look at my screen for a second, you see, it's like I'm getting clear line sight for some areas.
And when I test it, as your mini, you see just fine. It's like, testing on my computer, everybody's minis works just fine. I don't know what the...
Okay, in that case, if you don't mind me using the master screen to figure out where. Okay. Okay, what I would like to do is...
Greg, is it working okay for you?
Yep, works fine for me. I can see everybody.
Okay. So it's just the two of you that are having problems.
Shift right here, that's I'm shifting right there. I will use my cunning action to aim to counter my close quarters disadvantage. And I go...
This means you are not at advantage, so you do not get sneak attack, but...
True. So as I understand it from when we reread it, I still need an ally next to them, even if I'm at range?
You need to either have advantage or an ally next to them.
Okay. Because I've apparently been fucking that up for months. I just want to make sure I have it right.
You need one or the other.
Gotcha. That's probably why I was confused that one time. Gotcha. Okay. Still though. Let's do it. Let's go. 1 shot. 2 shot.
Both hit. You fell one outright and severely injure another.
Okay. That... Roll correctly. That should have been... Did my normal compound... Oh, well. I'll keep that. I'll need to make sure... I'm just going to make sure that... What I'm going to click next is... Don't count this.
No, I'm sorry. I take it back. I did not factor in the bracers of archery damage. You fell 2 outright.
Oh, damn. Okay. What I'm going to click next, don't count this, just so I can get the code. Yep, it did not calculate that correctly.
Okay, bringing it around. Tag is MIA, so Ohas.
Righto.
Where's my CD shirt?
Going to move here so it can make way for the big boy. Rook will start swinging with his axe and mace. That's fine.
I should have made these larger groups. Oh well.
And that would be a D8. Let's see. An X is a D8. No, both are D6s, right? D6s. And Olhas will just firebolt again. And I will bonus action to give Inspire to Olimar.
Awesome.
They're fish. Feast on them, my feline friend.
Damn, Rook hit. I must say, Rook attacking like a motherfucker.
Okay, 27 to hit, 9 damage. And I believe you're attacking the same group.
You are correct.
The two of you smash into the same guy. He's, looking really rough, barely holding himself together. Bassini.
Anytime now.
There we go. All of those hit.
Need to re-roll that 18 though. So, I think I did that wrong. Damage. Yeah. Okay.
No, you don't need to worry about it. You killed the group outright.
Oh. Go to your gods. I will hack them into fish bits. Hey guys, we have food.
Right? The two remaining will continue to spear and attack out, spear and nip at Almer.
Okay.
So 2 defenses. Okay, 1 hit, 1 miss.
Ah. I don't think I liked biting when I was alive. I don't like it after I'm not.
Oh, whopping 5 damage.
Ow! Yes, ow! I want to refresh right quick. I made a tiny adjustment to my settings, so I don't see if that helps.
You're my CR1 half attack.
Man, enough of those will get me down, man. I'm just glad they're hidden. If it still happens, I'm going to blame Firefox itself. Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Since you have that title, I kind of want God Killer Rossini and God King Kodo to have a face-off.
Ridiculously uneven, considering that there's like.
Yes, when you can rage.
I was like, because there's like 8 levels between us. That's a big difference. I think that you pretty much have more HP than she does.
110-ish.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, so she has more than you do.
Yeah. I'm squishy, remember?
I'm fairly certain.
Here we go.
The-
Tina.
But yeah, I must say, depending on how things go, I'm pretty sure it'll, like, most of the battle will be resolved in 1 or 2 rounds. I'm about to go cast a spell, which will probably, like, destroy me in 1 hit. And I can probably murder you in like one round of attacks.
Well, remember, it all depends on if I've had it prepared beforehand, because apparently I waste mana when I do that.
Well, I'm like, Vicini on average seems to be doing roughly about 60 to somewhere between like 60 to 70 points of damage around. I'm pretty sure half of your spells do more damage than that. And God forbid you use your limit break and do like fucking 800 points of damage or whatever the hell you did.
I wouldn't use my God Killer Blast on you.
If you're just going to sit back and cast spells, even then I'm pretty sure you could probably either paralyze me or slow me or do something.
Yeah, I subtracted damage.
No, I'm waiting for you to take your turn.
Oh.
No, so yeah, I was like...
Is this the correct one? There we go. That is the correct one.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm again aiming.
This time you do have an ally, so you do get sneak attack.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me see how the next sneak attack looks. The next attack looks, and then we'll see how that use. This one does some damage. Okay, I will apply the sneak attack to the first one. Because I critically failed that second shot. Because my aim only counts for my next attack, not both of them.
And you kill these two.
Thank you, sharpshooter.
Combat is now over.
Is everyone else okay?
Are you okay?
No, I just got bit a little bit. It's fine.
You need a little pep or?
No, I'm good. It was barely a scratch.
David?
Yeah.
Good question. You helped Sierra with her sheet, right?
What game?
Super. She just sent me a thing for it. I apologize, but I was just making sure you helped her with this, right?
I just helped her with that force shield generator for her base. She wanted to
Okay.
put some points into it. So I had my notes on when I built it as a gadget, and so I just amplified it and essentially wanted to sink some more points into it.
Okay. Good to see that it covers damn near the entirety of the planet.
Yeah, I noticed that when I went over my numbers here, I was like, oh, these numbers look slightly off. In order to get these numbers, it should have been 15 points a level. Double check my calculations. Okay, it told us up to 14. Let me do the extended area by +1. Is that an option? Yes, it is. Oh, it's times a million? Okay. But then that makes my numbers match up a bit more. And I was like, okay, it costs this much, so everything matches up. Let me up it a little bit. Okay, now costs the difference. Now costs this. Okay, Sierra, here's the difference. Pay the difference. Okay, here's the improved item.
Anyway, in relation to this game,
Trish is like, okay.
well, I'm trying to get to a certain point before I let you all go so you can actually sleep enough for work. So,
No, I totally get that.
anyway, you got pillars in the room.
Okay.
Anyway, 5 pillars with decorative stone, panels set into their stonework. And that's all I can tell you until you decide what you're doing.
I should probably look at these pillars. They might tie to entries to other rooms if this is like the last place we were at.
I would say that I can't read, but apparently, according to my dice, I'm a little better at stuff than I thought I was.
Making your way further into the room, you are able to tell that the wall on the far right end seems to be different than the rest of the room. Alamar, you are also able to make out that there are several small holes in the floor in front of each pillar.
Several small holes, huh?
Mm-hmm. And those of you who were paying attention in the previous room will note that these panels seem to depict similar scenes to the ones you saw in the previous chamber, but they are presented in a different order. The pillar on the far left depicts a giant shark and a sanguine readying for combat. The second pillar from the left depicts elves living peacefully. The middle pillar is depicting elves praying to a giant dolphin with a champion upon its back. The second pillar from the right depicts the sanguine attacking the elves, and the pillar on the far right depicts the sanguine fleeing and the elves celebrating.
Hmm.
The investigation roll was to. Was it funny you mentioned there were holes? I just wanted to see if it looks like there's going to be a trigger or something.
The holes appear to be trapped panels, which are set into which are triggered by the pillars. If you had to hazard a guess, given the slidable nature of the reliefs, you would probably intuit that if you get the order wrong, that the trap will go off.
Okay.
This might have been what the creatures were arguing about when you entered.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So, thoughts? Clearly, these are in a bit of a different order.
Well,
Vassini will look at them and it's like, well, all I can tell is that elves are the good guys, according to this.
Well, they were the ones that at least inhabited the city before they came. So, just to make sure I could got the order right, I heard, shit. It went left to right. This one and this one seemed like they were correct in that. Yeah, sorry. That the fish folk attacking the elves and then being thrown back was in the next.
Let's see if I can help you out here.
Hmm. Okay.
In this case, left would be bottom, right would be top, as far as map perspective.
Makes sense. Okay. My suggestion. Can these pillars be moved?
The pillars themselves cannot, but the stone plates that depict the scenes can be slid out of the pillar and replaced.
Okay, so they can be. My suggestion is all of us will suggest this at least before doing anything. That it goes thusly using the way the storyteller things go from left to right. So 2. Four. Two, 4, 1.
Hey, you're just in time. They're trying to figure out a puzzle.
We have a puzzle.
Yeah, I put a dungeon with a fucking puzzle in it. 2 in a row, technically, because the other one was a puzzle too.
I'm thinking we just need to organize them in chronological order, right, Ohas?
Right, that's my thinking of it at least. If it goes chronologically, my thoughts are this. The elves living peaceably being the first. The second being the Zahugin attacking the elves. The third would be the giant shark and the Zahugin. Actually, I need to switch that then. So 2, 4. So 2, 4. 2, 4. So yeah, living peacefully, and then getting attacked by the Zahugan, them praying to the giant dolphin and the champion on the back.
For my benefit, and yours, since you're going to be
Yeah.
doing a numbering system, I'm going to label the totems for all of us.
Yeah. So, 2, 1.
And you might be able to even rearrange those yourself.
Yeah. For the first sentence, the pillar depicts the giant shark. Did you mean to say giant dolphin?
No?
Okay, so giant dolphin and giant shark are as they should be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or at least that's how they're printed in the book. If somebody fucked up, it's the book.
Because that seems a little weird. I'm like, wait, where did the giant dolphin go? Or where did the giant shark go? See, I'm thinking it's number 2.
Well, remember, for these people, the shark is a god.
True.
Because the shark statue is what, Vicini smashed in the previous room.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Living peacefully will be the first. That's my thinking. And then it would be them getting attacked by the Zahugan, number 4. So 2, 4. Next, I'm thinking maybe 3. What are y'all's thoughts on this one? Because I'm like,
Well, there's my thought, and then there's what Vicini can actually do. So,
Well, this doesn't require Vicini to read. You're just taking pictures and trying to put them in what you think the right order is. Vicini can handle this.
okay, so this isn't an intelligence thing to figure out how to do this in order?
There is no check to figure it out in order. It's just you've been presented with a certain number of pictures that seem to be telling a story, and you have to figure out what order the pictures go in.
Because it looks to me like living in peace. The elves, living in peace should pillar and part fix link with the elves.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I think the definite ones are living peaceably and then getting attacked.
I'd just like to point out you put 24152.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I'm like, shit. So yeah, my thoughts are 2, or living in peace, getting attacked, getting attacked. The next one is the one I don't know about, because it could easily be either... okay, so... Oh, okay. I think I got it. 3.
Okay. Is that your suggested order, Brian, or are you actually attempting to do that?
If I'm gonna see what the smart person does first.
Okay, so you're just sitting. You've got your plates out. You're arranging them on the floor or whatever right now.
Yeah, that's my suggestion. I say whatever.
Yeah.
Suggestion. All right.
So 2, 4.
Okay, I'm sorry.
3,
You can't take them out. You have to push. They're in the pillar, and you have to push them on the pillar. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wrong. It's not a slide plate. It's they're actually engraved, and you have to push them like a button.
Yeah. 3 and 1 are the only ones I'm not sure about. Everything else, I think we all 2, 4, and 5 we kind of all agree on.
That looks like it would make sense.
Say again?
Yeah, it looks like it would make sense.
Yeah, but Vicini's also Vicini's also makes sense to a degree. Also, it's giant shark, and then praying to a dolphin and a champion, and then fleeing.
Well, if we fail, maybe we can try again to get it right.
Right? Which combination are you attempting first?
I say
As I see 3 combinations here right now.
Yeah, I suggest going with Vicini's.
Okay.
Okay.
Who is attempting this?
Okay.
Who is attempting the button pushing?
I'll push it since I'm an octopus, and that's the least I can do.
Okay, so you flop over, reach over, hit the second one, button goes in. You roll and flop around down to the fourth one, tap that, button goes in. You roll all the way down to the first one, tap that one, button goes in, and spikes shoot up out of the floor. I need a dex save.
Oh.
You are using the octopus's dexterity save.
I know. That's why I'm crying.
Octopus takes 13 piercing damage.
Okay, and that leaves.
How many hit points does the octopus have?
12. That's okay.
So you pop out of octopus form
Well,
and take.
actually, no. Hit points 3. It's hit points 3.
The octopus has 3 hit points?
Yeah, it has an armor class.
Okay. So the octopus takes 3 damage, you pop out of the octopus form, and you turn back into Tag, who takes the remaining 10.
10, yeah. But okay, that one's not it. The other 2 were fine.
Okay, so I guess the order is 2, 4, 3, 1, 5.
Okay, who is attempting this?
I will still go on and continue to attempt it.
Well, the buttons have reset after the trap went off.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go back and
Okay, so you're doing Greg's order now?
Yeah.
Okay.
2.
You hit the first, you hit the second button, nothing happens. You hit the fourth button, nothing happens. You hesitantly reach out, hit the third button, nothing happens.
Oh, thank God.
Move with a little bit more confidence down, hit the first button, nothing happens.
Alright!
You move down to number 5, pretty sure you got this, but you're still cautious. Reach out, push in number 5, kind of jump back reflexively as you hear a whirring and grinding sound.
I don't want to die! Oh, thank God.
The wall at the north end of the room opens up to reveal a passage.
Woo!
So glad. I did not want to be spiked again.
Suck it, that's 2 puzzles in 1 session. I put shit in it for you, and then you never show up.
Yeah, you missed the elemental one.
Aw, that one sounds like fun. Oh my God, was it like from Fifth Element?
Kinda, yeah. You had to hit a pillar with it's a chosen element, and then push a lever.
Aw.
After you guys fought 4 elemental panthers,
Oh, well, damn.
one made of each of the 4 elements.
Now my left shoulder is starting to tighten up. This is not good.
Right then, onwards.
Onward! But, like, somebody else first.
Are you guys attempting to be stealthy this time, or just moving on ahead?
I'm going to attempt to be stealthy this time, because I got hit, and it hurt.
Anyone attempting to be stealthy, please roll me your stealth.
Yes.
Who wants to go first is the question.
I'm getting the marching order first. I'm just establishing who's being sneaky and who's not.
I'll be second in line.
I guess we can try stuff.
It doesn't total my whole roll when I click on it.
I see it rolled your stealth. I see it.
Yeah, but it's like 2 numbers instead of just making it 1.
Yeah,
Here I got
sometimes-
confused.
It's been doing that sometimes.
It rolled a 20 on your d20, and then the plus 12 is your proficiency dice.
Yeah, but there are some times where it doesn't have it as separate.
I
don't know why it doesn't do it all the time.
I'm sure there's some formatting thing that's getting fucked up somewhere.
I was just confused. I was like, why is there 2 numbers? That's all. I was confuzzled.
Allhouse and Rook will head up the rear because we're not good at stealth.
Okay, arrange your tokens in marching order, if you would.
So it needs to be ahead of me. I'm second, not first.
Well, I guess I do I have the highest stealth?
Thus far, Alamar rolled the highest. You are the second highest. I have not seen Vicini's yet,
So
nor have I seen Rook's. So I don't.
I rolled hard with 18, so she rolled higher than me.
22 plus 9.
I had to roll a disadvantage because of my armor.
Ah, okay. So you rolled an 18. So yeah, so far, Tag has the highest stealth.
ah,
But that's what you get for being part rogue, Sierra.
Yeah, it's like, the only reason my stuff is crap is because I'm wearing heavy armor.
Okay.
Okay, Rook rolled the worst stealth. I still do not see a Vicini stealth.
If I mithril armor, does the disadvantage go away?
I will go first then.
Okay. Like I said, please arrange yourselves in order.
I think.
You are currently in front. David is currently in number 2. I know Greg is bringing up the rear, in theory. Which, in theory, puts Vicini in the middle.
I like how giant Rook is the last one. They'll plug the hole so no one can follow us.
Brian, are you rolling a stealth, or are you just going?
Is Brian still in the call?
I thought he was.
Yeah, he should be.
He's not muted. Maybe he stepped away and we didn't hear him?
Because I did hear him say, I guess.
Yeah, he spoke a minute ago.
Oh, snap. That shit is glowing, man.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Okay. I'm going to presume he's in mark mode since nobody's talking, he's not responding to us. Right. Approaching the end of the corridor, you can hear the same harsh language being spoken by the fish folk that you heard before. Peering into the room, you can see a large bonfire that has been created, and more of the fish folk throwing pieces of wood and trinkets from around the room into the fire. They seem to be taking commands from the 2 really large ones seem to be taking commands from 2 much smaller ones, who are dressed in strange robes and jewelry made from shells.
Alright. I will do like the whole fist in the air so that people stop. Not because I'm a Black Panther, but And then you said how many was in the room? That I could see.
Give me a minute and I can make them visible for you. As I thought I had done that already, but apparently not.
So 4.
These things are large, man.
2 large ones, 2 small ones.
Alright, I will hold up 4 fingers. I will put 2 up for 2 of them, and then do like, itty bitty. And then I will put 2 more up, and then do very big. And then I will step to the side to let Vicini and Alamar go through.
You are so
brave.
wonderful, Tag. So
You are more than welcome. I can't just blazingly walk into a room and attack people. I gotta, Don't worry, I got your back. Literally, I got your back.
yeah, I'm gonna do my double move thing. This is crates and stuff like that.
Crates, sacks, treasure chests.
Okay, I'd like to get into it so it can provide me some cover.
Okay. They do not seem to be aware of your presence.
Okay. I will wait for Vicini's action, though I am prepared.
Well, Bassini is currently in mark mode, apparently.
Yeah, that's.
Or at least that's my guess. He hasn't responded. We've been trying to get his attention for 5 minutes. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we know these guys are hostile.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes, I can safely say the lawful evil fishmen are hostile.
In that case, I think combat has not officially started yet.
They are still unaware of your presence, so combat has not officially started.
Okay. I will do a explosion arrow. Right quick. Ignore the actual ignore the damage that this will roll. I'm using it for the hit. The gas stuff will need a. Let me bring up my final gas arrow. On hit, the gas reaches 10 foot sphere, hence that. If there is a fire source in the same area as the gas explodes, dealing 3d6 fire damage or half on a DC 15 dex save, but I need to roll their thing.
So roll me your Kerplui.
My boobs feel heavy.
Just for lulz, I'll bring up these images for you. So I can determine what their dex save is. Well, that one definitely failed.
I think the 26 would beat most things.
Well, I need you to roll for each creature type. So I need total 3 rolls.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they all fail. So roll your 3d6 damage.
They're fish, so I don't know if they're weak to fire.
So you bring your bow up, knock your arrow, let it go. There's flying impacts to the bonfire with a huge cacophonous explosion, knocking them all back, alerting everyone to your presence, and starting combat next session.
I rolled my initiative for next session.
That's it. If people would like to roll their initiative for next session, they can. I will happily let them do that.
I did. Mine is in.
I'm excited. I got a 21.
I got 11. I got a rook. No one.
We love you regardless, Greg.
Hmm?
I said we love you regardless, Greg.
Thank you.
Everyone's in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And that's where we will pick it up next time. As I promised, I'll let you go at a reasonable time for work.
Yep. Well, thank you very much, Tris. This was fun.
I'm glad you all enjoyed it.
Sorry I wasn't here more.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I just hope you managed to find time to show up for Endgame.
Oh.
Now, if you excuse me, I must return to Star Wars books and such as I do some proper research into how to do things.
What?
Woot.
See, that's why
Yes.
I'm a doctor. I don't have to do any of that.
You don't have to do it anyway. That requires you to show up. Oh!
It's
Hey,
more
I'll
of
show up on
trying to.
Wednesday. I should be able to.
Yeah, you show up for Final Fantasy. You never show up for Star Wars.
Well, this week is Star Wars.
Nope,
right?
that was last week.
Oh.
It's Final Fantasy again.
I try.
I know. I know what's going on. It's just kind of funny. It's like, oh, I see. You have time for. You're like, you have time for Brian's game, and you have time for Final Fantasy, but you don't have time for.
That's why I made sure to show up today.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. You got to do one of the puzzles I threw in for you.
Yay! I missed the last one. I would really love that one.
Well, if you'd shown up an hour earlier, you would have been able to do it.
Alright, I'll catch y'all later.